The purpose of these lessons is to show you the logic behind the most basic Chinese characters, beginning with the simplest pictograms, and later combining these elements to create more complex characters. Today's lesson is based on an ancient character referring to Taoist alchemists, whose main occupation was the refining of bright red cinnabar into mercury, and attempting to decoct an elixir for immortality. They succeeded in extracting mercury, but apparently failed in their search for the elixir of eternal life. An early form of this character is a pictogram of a crucible for heating the red cinnabar, whereas later versions appear to be drawings of a mine where the mineral was extracted. This character is pronounced first tone, dan, dan. Those listeners who happen to practice Tai Chi or other forms of Chinese martial arts might be familiar with the expression dan tian, the area below the navel where the benefits of qi can be harnessed through breathing exercises. This is dan tian zhi qi. Since the Taoists were also preoccupied with finding an elixir for eternal life, their medicinal concoctions also took the forms of pills and powders. So, round pills or powdered Chinese medicine are also sometimes referred to by this character, Dan. That brings us to our next character, one often used in combination with Dan and the elixir of immortality that the Taoist priests were so anxious to find. This new character originated as a drawing of two sets of hands lifting a heavy basket up high. By pairing it with a person underneath, plus the person radical on the left, it indicated a human being lifted into the heavens to become an immortal. The original character with four hands was recomposed, possibly for simplicity, as a person with mountain, shan, as phonetic. Pronounced first tone, xian, xian. In either case, ascending directly into heaven with the help of the gods, or withdrawing into the mountains and meditating in seclusion, were both accepted paths leading to the same goal of eventual immortality. Xian, therefore, means an immortal or celestial being, and xiannu would be a fairy maiden. By pairing it with dan, we get the very common expression xiandan for a panacea, a cure-all, a silver bullet, since immortality would surely solve any problem that might arise. This character dan is also found in transliterated spellings of foreign names, such as Denmark, Danmai. 我太太是在丹麦出生的. My wife was born in Denmark. The most important combination in today's lesson takes the bright red color of cinnabar and extends the meaning to colors in general. When paired with sheng, the pictogram of newly sprouted plants, the first tone character qing, qing is created. It serves as both phonetic and semantic in most of today's characters. First, this character means green, as in this example. 牛在草地上吃青草. Cows are in the pasture, feeding on the green grass. Bamboo is also green, and as we've seen in characters such as ce and lun, before paper was invented, bamboo was cut into strips, dried, bound into rolls, and used to record important events. So the expression 青史 means the annals of history, those events recorded for posterity on green bamboo. A 4-character idiom is 青云直上, literally to go straight up into the clear sky, which describes a person's rapid advancement, meteoric rise in their career. Here's an example. 我相信他可以青云直上. I believe he will soar higher and higher in his chosen career. It would seem strange that no matter which dictionary or online translator you use, 青云 invariably translates as clear sky in English. That's because 青云actually means high up in the blue sky, at cloud level, but minus the clouds. So, besides green, 青 can also mean blue, and even black, as we'll see in a later example. Our next character is composed of the I radical with 青 as phonetic. It's pronounced first tone, 京, jing. The previous characters referring to the I that we've learned, 目 and 眼, appear in set phrases which are often literary idioms. Now we finally have the normal everyday spoken word for the eye or eyes, 眼睛. 你的眼睛雪亮，很好看. You have beautiful, bright eyes. 马的眼睛像是在跟我们说话. A horse's eyes seem to be trying to tell us something. The 5th character in today's lesson originally paired the moon radical with sheng phonetic, but later switched to the sun radical with the more accurate qing phonetic to create the character for a clear blue sky. Pronounced second tone, 晴, qing. 时而天晴, 时而下雨. The weather is fine one moment and raining the next. The phrase 时而 means from time to time, or sometimes. 要是晴天，我就去爬山. If the weather's clear, I'll go hiking. Notice that 晴 can function either as an adjective or a verb in Chinese. When it precedes the noun, as in 晴天, it's an adjective, a clear day. And when it follows, 天晴了, it's a verb. The weather has cleared up. The 6th character in today's lesson is the speech radical alongside the qing phonetic, together pronounced third tone, qing, qing. The original sense was to give an oral account of a situation to a superior or an elder. And naturally, when speaking to a superior or an elder, respect and courtesy were essential. So the most common modern use of this character is to begin a request, usually translated as please in English. 请开门. Someone please open the door. The negative is also possible. 我的计划，请不要跟妈说. Please don't tell Mom about my plans. A common phrase when asking for information is 请问. 请问，有人坐吗? Excuse me, but is anyone sitting here? Spoken while pointing to the seat in question, since we haven't yet learned the usual word for a seat. 请 also means to treat someone to a movie, meal, or whatever, paying for their share. This is very common among friends. 我可以请你吃个面吗? Could I treat you to a bowl of noodles? 我可以请你吃个面吗? Could I treat you to a bowl of noodles? 我可以请你吃个面吗? Could I treat you to a bowl of noodles? 我可以请你吃个面吗? Could I treat you to a bowl of noodles? 我可以请你吃个面吗? 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 我可以请 Our seventh character pairs the water radical with the qing phonetic, also pronounced first tone. Qing, qing. It means clean, clear, pure, honest, and related concepts, based on the pictogram of clear water. 我的心地清白. My conscience is clear. Notice that 心地, literally the base of my heart, means my conscience or intentions. 大家都相信你是清白的. Everyone believes you're innocent. 清凉 describes a refreshingly cool drink, a breeze, or the weather. 天气好清凉. The weather's nice and cool. 清高 refers to a person who claims to be aloof from politics and worldly concerns, or in other words, morally upstanding and superior to others. 你以为你很清高吗? You think you're so morally upright, do you? 分清 is a phrase meaning to clearly distinguish between two things. 如何分清好跟不好的玉? How does one distinguish between good and low-quality jade? In a similar vein, 说不清 means to not be able to tell apart. 他为何生气? 我也说不清. I have no idea why he got angry. 大清早 and 一清早 both mean very early in the morning. 你们可以大清早坐早班车回去. Very early in the morning, you can catch the early bus home. 他今天一清早才回家的. He didn't come home until very early in the morning. The eighth character in this lesson is the upright heart radical paired with the qing phonetic, pronounced second tone. Qing, qing. Since it does have a heart radical, it often refers to feelings, emotions, love, and affection. 他不是朋友，是她的亲人. He's not just a friend, but her lover. 他跟我们分享男友寄的情书. She shares her boyfriend's love letters with us. 情面 and 人情 both refer to taking the feelings of others into consideration. 我不想去，可是情面上一定得去. I don't want to go, but out of consideration for the feelings, I really should. A four-character idiom is 顺水人情, describing a situation where you do someone a personal favor without effort on your part, literally doing a favor while following the water flow. No energy required. Next, we have our own feelings, our mood, 心情. 我没有心情去看电影. I'm not in the mood to see a movie. 哥的心情不好，女友跟他分手. My brother's in a bad mood. His girlfriend broke up with him. From feelings and emotions, we have examples where 事情 simply means a situation or condition. 一切事情都很顺心. Everything is going smoothly. 爸要跟我们说很重要的事情. Dad wants to talk to us about something important, literally, an important matter. Situation can be expressed by 情景. 我回想了我们会面时的情景. I remembered the situation when we met. For a ninth character, the rice radical combines with the qing phonetic. pronounced first tone, jing, jing. It originally meant to separate the best rice grades from those of lesser quality, somewhat akin to the English expression to separate the wheat from the chaff. The connotations of this character are many, from its adjective meanings of refined, excellent, exquisite, precise, clever, and shrewd, to its meaning as a noun, refined, essence, energy, spirit, and male sperm, the essence of life. We'll begin with 精华, the cream of the crop, the essence. 她是我们国家的精华. She's the very best our country has to offer. 精品 refers to the highest quality product. 她卖的都是从国外来的精品. She sells high-quality items imported from abroad. 你可以为他们开个精品小班. You could arrange a special class just for them. 精心 translates as meticulously, elaborately, painstakingly. 他念的书是父母精心计划的. His studies were carefully planned by his parents. 精力 refers to a person's stamina, energy, vigor. 他把精力都花在生意上. He devotes all his energy to his business. 我一个人精力有限. I'm just one person, and my energy is limited, if you want me to carry this through. And finally, one more character unrelated to the Qing phonetic, but which fits in well with this particular lesson. It's a derivative of the character hua from lesson 43, a pictogram of a tree filled with lush blooms, meaning glorious, luxurious, magnificent, and prosperous. Let's review it for a moment. Its offshoot character, pronounced second tone, chui, chui, highlights those lush blooms weighing heavily on the tree, drooping down to the ground, tu, that appears at the bottom. It means logically to hang down, approaching whatever is below. Now I can give the complete idiom alluded to earlier, meaning literally to go down in the annals of history. 名垂青史, 你的成就会使你名垂青史. Your name will go down in history for your achievements. In combination with 直, meaning straight, we have the expression 垂直, meaning perpendicular, straight up and down. 他一出世，名气就垂直向下. Once he got in trouble, his reputation fell precipitously. It went straight down. About today's basic Qing character, I said it means green, blue, and even black. We saw that green referred to plants, and blue to the sky and water. Our final phrase illustrates the meaning of Qing, meaning black, and refers to the pupils of the eye. 垂青 is a somewhat literary expression, which means to look down favorably upon someone or something. Literally, to direct one's eyes downward and smile benignly. 没有上天的垂青，你会有成就吗? Where would you be today without a measure of good luck from up above? 眼睛 LASIK 手术为很多人垂青. The most favored eye operation by the public is LASIK surgery. Here is our color chart with today's 10 characters. 清 qing, qing, jing, qing, qing, jing, dan, chui, and xian. Here's the takeaway from today's lesson. 1. Dan is the pictogram of an ancient crucible used by the Taoists to extract mercury from cinnabar. It also refers to the various decoctions in their search for the elixir of immortality, and later to Chinese medicinal pills and powders. The bright red dot of cinnabar in the center of the character was used to convey the meaning of color in general, as it does in the main character of this lesson, Qing. 2. The character for a person ascended to heaven as an immortal is xian, and, according to legend, any elixir or pill they proffered to solve the ills of us common humans was called a xiandan, a cure-all, or panacea. 3. Dan, in combination with sheng, meaning sprouting plants, is the origin of the character qing, the basic meaning of which was green, such as the color of scallions or green onions. 4. By adding the water radical to the base character qing, it referred to pure, clear water, as in qing shui, which appears green or blue from a distance. 5. The addition of the sun radical meant the cloudless blue sky, as in qing tian. 6. Pairing the rice radical gives us the character jing, meaning to pluck out the inferior grains, keeping only the highest quality rice, as in jing bai mi, polished white rice. 7. In combination with the speech radical, we arrive at the character qing, originally meaning to give a clear accounting to one's superiors or elders, and from there becoming a sort of prefix to polite requests, as in qing zuo, please have a seat. 8. Qi qing refers to the 7 human emotions, namely joy, anger, sorrow, fear, love, hate, and desire. According to scholars, since these emotions are reflected in the human face in various shades, from red to white, the seat of emotions, the heart, is the radical added to qing, meaning emotion. 9. The pupil of the human eye is black in color, so cui qing means to lure one's gaze and look on someone with favor, or bestow a favor upon them. It's also for this reason that the character jing in the phrase yin jing actually refers to the black part of the eye. 10. The character cui is a derivative of the original character hua, meaning lush vegetation and flowers. Cui specifically refers to tree branches drooping from the weight of plentiful blooms, and now refers to anything which hangs down, from vines and flowers to long hair, even to a fishing line that dangles down into the water. Now you will find a short quiz on double, triple character, and longer expressions. Answer using only the characters learned so far. Thank you for watching and listening.